Hello everybody! In this video, I will help you with your June exam preparation. I will discuss question 8 of the 2021 paper, and this one is financial mathematics. Here you will find an extract from the CAPS document, and you can see that financial maths counts 15 out of the 150. In other words, 10% of your paper will be on financial maths. Now I want to advise you that financial maths is a combination of the grade 11 and 12 work. You cannot separate the two. You should see this one as one topic. And at the end of this video, you will see I have also added the playlists on the grade 11 financial maths as well as the grade 12 ones. Let's go to the question. Now this is the question. I suggest you pause the video and try the question yourself, and then you can come back to the answers later. Remember, you will see that this question counts 16 marks. You cannot spend more than 16 minutes in the exam on this question. A farmer bought a tractor for 980,000. The value of the tractor depreciates annually at a rate of 9.2% per annum on the reducing balance method. Calculate the book value of the tractor after 7 years. So what I do is I usually dissect my question first. So let's do it. A farmer bought a tractor for 980,000. That is your P value, the principal value. The value of the tractor depreciates annually at a rate of 9.2% per annum. So rate R is 9.2%, and then we write it as 9.2 over 100, and then it becomes I. I is 0.092. On the reducing balance method, that is what's telling us which formula to use. There's the correct formula from the formula sheet. Calculate the book value of the tractor after 7 years. So that is going to be our N. So substitution into the correct formula and working out the correct answer. And remember, there's no rounding off inside your sum. It's only your final answer that you will round off because it's money to 2 decimal places. And then where's the 3 marks? Choosing the correct formula from the formula sheet, substitution, answer. How many years will it take for an amount of 75,000 to accrue to 116,000 in an account earning interest of 6.8% per annum compounded quarterly? So again, let's dissect. How many years will it take? So that is N. That is what we want to calculate. An amount of 75,000, that means it's P, our principal amount. To accrue, what does accrue mean? Accrue means to grow. To 116,000, so that is A, your final amount, in an account earning interest of 6.8% per annum compounded quarterly. All right. So first of all, just remember your R is 6.8%, which is 6.8 over 100, and then it becomes I 0.068. So the formula that you're going to use is this one on the formula sheet. But now there's a problem. Because of this compounded quarterly, that means you have to adjust your I and you have to adjust your N. And how do we do that? Inside the formula, your I will be divided by 4 and your n will be multiplied by 4. So this is now compensating for compounded quarterly. And then you substitute the values into the formula. Can you see this is your principal amount, the amount that was invested, and it accrued or grew to 116,000, and then n is what you're going to work out, make it the subject of your formula, and then your I, remember, you adjusted it there, there's your I value. And then you're going to divide away this 75,000 both sides. Let me just show you there. Okay, complete that. We did it there. And then this we're going to add together. And then remember I said no rounding inside your sum. So when you do the division bit there, you write down the whole amount. And then we have a problem because now it's an exponential equation and our 4n is the exponent. So what do? We convert it into logarithmic form. How do we do that again? You write log, and then the base of the exponent stays the base of the log. This number on its own will become that number there by the log, and the exponent becomes the subject of the formula. And you substitute everything into your calculator and you get 6,49, etc. And then you round it off, and then your final answer will be 6.5 years. Where's the marks? The marks are the substitution bit. By saying that I is 0,068 over 4, because that's for the quarterly, and then your log conversion, and then fourth mark, final answer. (8.3) Tabo wanted to save 450,000 Rand as a deposit to buy a house on 30th of June 2018. He deposited a fixed amount of money, we don't know, at the end of every month into an account earning interest of 8.3% per annum compounded monthly. His first deposit was made on 31st of July 2013 and his 60th deposit on 30 June 2018. Calculate the amount he deposited monthly. So we are looking for X. Now there's a formula, the future value formula. And then do you understand that the F is the future amount? What was the future amount? The 450,000 Rand that he wants at the end of the term. X is what we are looking for. I. Let's talk about I. Again, R is 8.35. So I becomes the 8.35 over 100, and then you get 0.0835. That's going to be your I, but you will see that it's monthly, so you have to divide your I by 12. And then N, that is the 60. How many times did he make this deposit? 60 times. And then again at the bottom there, your I. So you substitute in all your values. And then just be careful over here. To get rid of this, you times by 0.0835 over 12 this side. And then what you do this side, you also do that side. And then all of this goes into your calculator in one go. No rounding off inside your sum. Work all of that out. When you multiply the 450,000 with that, you get 313.25. No rounding off. We divide 0.5 with this whole amount here. We divide 0.5 with that amount there. I did it there for you. And then your X is 6,068 Rand. And then where's the marks? The marks are 3 marks for choosing and substituting into the correct formula for your I value, and then 1 mark for your final answer. Tabu bought a house costing 1.5 million and used his savings as a deposit. He obtained a home loan for the balance of the purchase price at an interest of 12% per annum, compounded monthly over 25 years. He made his first monthly installment of 11,058 Rand towards the loan on 31st of July 2018. What will the balance outstanding on the loan be on 30 June 2039, 21 years after the loan was granted? So in this sum, we're going to use this present value formula. But let me just quickly explain to you. The P value, that is the outstanding balance. The X value is the monthly installment. In this case, it's the 11,058 Rand. I is the rate, not the percentage. Remember, if it's 12%, it's 12 over 100, which is 0.12. But you must be careful because all of this is going to be monthly. So you still need to divide by 12 to compensate for monthly. And then N is the payments left, the payments that still have to be made. So in our sum, it's the loan was granted for 25 years and we want to know what the outstanding balance is after 21 years. So the N is 25 minus 21, which is 4 years. But again, it's going to be times 12 because the present value formula works with monthly payments. So into the present value formula, all your values, there's your X value, there's your I, your 0.12, the 12%, 12 months, and then where does the 4 come from? That's N, your 21 minus, your 25 minus 21, your 4 years times 12, your monthly payments. And then when you slot all of that into your calculator, you see that is what's left for him, the balance outstanding. And then where's the marks? The marks are there by the substitution into the formula and then working out N, that there's 4 years left, and then the final answer. In number B, calculate the interest Table will have paid over the first 21 years of the loan. So first of all, the interest paid is the total paid minus the loan paid. But let's decide first, what is the total paid? Do you agree? It's the X value, that monthly payment, times the 21 years, times 12 because it was monthly. So the total paid will be this 2.7. Then, before we can calculate the loan paid, we need to first decide what was the loan amount. So the loan amount was the cost of the house minus the deposit. Can you remember right at the beginning, the house was 1.5 million and he paid 450,000 deposit. So that is the loan amount. Okay, now that we know what the loan amount is, we can work out the loan that has been paid. So the loan paid is this loan amount minus the balance outstanding. And where does this balance outstanding come from? It's from the previous sum, the 4 years balance outstanding. And when we subtract the 2, we get the 630,000. So what was the actual sum? Calculate the interest. So up here, the interest paid is the total paid, the 2.7 minus the loan that was paid. So the interest is going to be this 2 million rand. Where's the marks? The marks are 3 marks. 1 for the total paid, the loan paid, and the answer.
Here you will see that I've added the grade 11 financial maths playlist as well as the grade 12 one. And then in the left hand corner, there you will find question 9 of this 2021 paper. That question is on calculus, first principles and rules of differentiation.